biggest invention of man is not technology as you think it. The biggest technology of man is what you call money, because that technology make transaction convenient. So this is what happened. Money don't come by confession, money come by transaction. So in other words, if you don't know how to navigate the process of transaction, what happens is that you confess all your life until you get to a point of frustration. Because you keep confessing, let money comment, let money comment, money comment to me now. And then you're shouting it, and you're shouting it, and nothing shows. And you're like, oh, no, this pastor that said we should be confessing, this confession is not working. No, I'm not going to confess anymore. No, what happened is money does not show up by confession. Money show up by transaction. The first thing I'm sharing with you is what I call how to operate in the word of Caesar. All right? How to operate in the word of Caesar. And if you know how to operate in the word of Caesar, your life will change today. So, in the word of Caesar, there are 4 levels of value. All right? How many levels of value? Yeah, in the word of Caesar, there are 4 levels of value. Now, the lowest level of value in the word of Caesar is called implementation. Hello. So let's start the class. Implementation. That means the lowest level in the word of Caesar is implementation. Now, what does that mean? It means that in the word of Caesar, there are people that want to make money, and a lot of people that want to make money. Guess how they want to make money? By following the lowest value. Now the lowest value is implementation, and that value only have one resource, and that resource is called muscle. Hello, muscle. That means you want to make more money, you sell more time. In other words, if you want to make more money, you have to give. That's why a guy can develop big muscle, and it will guide a guy that has a flat chest. Hello. Wow. He has big muscle, big, you go like a giant, you know, and then there's one tiny guy in his front that's just walking like this, and 4 of them, 4 is on this side, 4 is on this side, and they're guiding him. Now the question is, what's going on? Why is this big giant Goliath form of guy guiding this guy that look like David, small? You know, what happened is, life does not respond to your muscle. It only responds to the level you are functioning from. So in the word of Caesar, that Caesar wants you to operate from the lowest value. Because as long as you operate from the lowest value, let me tell you, your strength and your muscle is overrated. Hello? Our strength is overrated. You always believe that you will always be strong. Hello? And that's why a man that walks by his muscle, a woman that walks by his muscle, the older you get, the diminishing return shows up. It's not enough to work hard. You have to work hard on what works. I'll say that again. It's not enough to work hard. You have to work hard on what works. It's not enough to say, I'm going to work hard. The question you need to ask yourself firstly is that this thing I'm about to work on, does it work? Now, this thing I'm about to spend the rest of my life doing, is it going to work? So the lowest level of value any one of us can operate in is called implementation. Is implementation bad? No. But that is the lowest level of value. Life is not fair, but life is exact. Life is not fair, but is exact. This is the word of Caesar. Life is never going to be fair. Life is never going to be fair, but life is exact. If you don't understand the law that governs it, you will think someone is doing you. There's a law. There's a law that governs it. So this is what happened. If you run a business here, guess what happened? There is a tendency for you to want to be in the scene of always doing. All right? You are the one always doing, but this is what happened. The reason why you can't go on that vacation, the reason why you can't do anything, because if you don't do it, you don't get paid. Then what happened to you the day you can't do it? No pay. The lowest level of value in creation, in wealth creation, is what we call implementation. That means the only resource you are using in that place is your muscle. Those cleaners, they are the least paid in that hotel. They do the hardest, but they get paid the least. That look unfair. But the truth is, that is how the word of Caesar wants you to keep it. He wants you to do, he wants you to have glory in your strength. But this is what happened. Your strength will not make you prevail. That's why the Bible says, by no strength shall no man prevail. And I say it in TadeCash Bible. I say it this way, by strength shall no man be rich. Hello. By strength shall no man be rich. In other words, if you want to be rich, strength is not your biggest weapon. The next level to that point is what we call unification. Unification. What does that mean? It means that at that level, you have one resource. Guess what that resource is? You are like a manager, a managerial skill. You know, you have this kind of a skill where someone else do the work, you get paid to manage them to do the work. You get them to pay to manage to do the work. It now depends on where you work. That will now determine how much you're going to make. If you work in Alibotin, if you work in big organization, and you get into that level, you can get to make some other money, you know, bigger than the guy that is implementation. So what happened at that level is that you are supervising the guy that is implementing. You are supervising. You know, some of those supervisors are very wicked, you know. You know, so you see them, they just, do you know what I've been working in this place? You know, so the point is, it's a good place to start, but that's not where to end. Because the word of Caesar want to keep you in that point. The resource you use in that place is called managerial skill. Ability to manage other people. It's good. And I can tell you for free that that is a good place to be. But that's not the best place to start. The first rule in the word of Caesar is this. Me first. Caesar wants you to serve him for the rest of your life. Caesar wants you to, that's why tax is being paid. The biggest enemy of your wealth is two things: big government and big taxes. So government want to get bigger, and then they want to collect more taxes. They will create all manner of ministry that does not make sense. They will call them all manner of names, and you're wondering, what kind of ministry is this one? Do you know that some ministries where people don't do anything? They only get paid to show up. They don't get paid to perform. The attendance, not performance, is what they get paid for. So they show up, they get paid, while you go to work and worried, and someone is trying to tax your money. So this is, you need to come to that time. Now, those are the two levels. Those are the lowest level. But if you want to really make it in the word of Caesar, you need to listen to these two levels. These two levels change everything. So what is the second to the highest level? It's called communication. Communication. What does that mean? Now, in that place, you have one resource. Guess what that resource is? Your mouth. Hello. Your mouth. Ability to make your mouth go from mouth to million. Okay? From tongue to the top. Alright? That means talk is not cheap. Talk is not cheap. Talk can help you to acquire your own sheep, my friend. Talk can change your life. Ability to be able to be persuasive. Ability to be able to let people do things for you without forcing them. That is ability. Some people say, I don't like to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the people that make the highest money in the world today, they are salespeople. I'm proud to be a salesman. I sell every day of my life, and I told my wife the biggest skill, one of the biggest skills I will hand over to my children is ability to sell. They have to be persuasive. Let me tell you, if you are persuasive, your life will be progressive. You can't be persuasive and be stranded. Because you see, the whole world depends on ability to sell. Money does not fall from heaven, money comes from people. In other words, if money comes from people and you know how to get people to give you money, you can never be broke. You can never be poor. And let me tell you, selling is God's idea. And because selling is God's idea, it's a good idea. And selling is not about gender. It's just an agenda for prosperity. In other words, if you want to prosper, you need to master communication. You need to know how to communicate. You need to know how to communicate. That is the second to the highest ladder of wealth creation of value. Communicate. Now, how many of you know Steve Jobs? How many of you know Steve Wozniak? Steve Jobs' friend. But do you know that it's not Steve Jobs that created Apple? Steve Wozniak created Apple. But you know the difference between both of them? Steve Wozniak is a manager. Steve Jobs is a communicator. In other words, the world knows the communicator, not just the doer. That means if you want to be known, if you want to become someone in your field, you must know how to communicate. There is an information side to your career. There is a communication side to your career. You know what happened? Because in the realm of communication, there is no limits. There is no limits. You can stand before 1,000 people and get all of them to pay you because you can communicate. Don't say, I don't know how to talk. Guy, you don't need to know how to do it, just do it. Learn how to communicate. Communication will accelerate your progress. Let me tell you, if you run a school, tell the whole world about it. Tell the whole world behind the scene project. Tell the whole world what's going to happen. Tell the whole world what you are doing. Tell the whole world what you want to get done. Tell the whole world how you're changing the world. Communicate. When you are in school, guess what happened? You get beaten for making noise. But in the world of Caesar, you get paid to make noise. Yeah. Because in the world, if nobody knows you, nobody pay you. But come on now, come on, let me tell you something. If nobody knows you, nobody pays you. The number of people that know you determines how much you're going to get paid. It's not how good you are, it's the number of people that know you. So we see people say, I'm very good, but I'm poor. Let me tell you, that's why I said to you, this word is not for people that are fair. It's for people that are exact. You can be good and be poor. Communicate your word. Communicate your business. Communicate your career. Let people know what you can offer them every single day. Don't be tired at it. If you think you can't do it enough, let somebody else get it done on your behalf. People consume other people's information. But you know, you don't get rich by consuming people's information. You get rich by producing information that people consume. And that is the essence of promotion. The moment you're the one promoting yourself, guess what happens? People will be consuming your data. You're not going live so that you can be online. You are going live so that you can be what? In line. You are in line with your destiny. You are in line with your prosperity. You are in line with your progress. That is why we are here. You have not shown up here so that, you know, the whole idea is get fed up with smallness.
Yes, sir.
Get fed up with smallness. Because smallness sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, smallness sucks. Playing small will not help you. Playing small will make you get by, but you can't get ahead that way. Nobody get ahead playing small. You think you are humble. No. Playing small does not mean you are humble. It means that you disrespect yourself. Stop playing small. People pay more for celebrity status than your credibility. I hope you know that. That means you need to build. You know what the internet has done for us? It now said that all of us can manufacture celebrity status.
Yes.
All of us can now manufacture celebrity status. You don't need to wait for somebody to make you a celebrity anymore. Come on, you can create your own celebrity status. You can have your own YouTube channel. You can shoot your own video. You can do anything that you want. That means you can become your own celebrity. That is what it means. It's business for your family alone. Because by the way, your family can't pay you what you want to get paid. Yes. The biggest person that will pay you is a stranger. And who is a stranger? A stranger is a buyer, a customer that don't know you yet. You know what? You have to make him or her to know you. It is your responsibility to make that person to know you. Do you know that business fail more for obscurity than for competition? That's what most people don't know. Most business fail because of obscurity, not because of competition. If you're not known, nobody will buy from you. Hello, they don't know you. They know your competitor. They don't know you. So you keep saying, I'm good at this thing. Excuse me, forget being good now. There's something you have to be good at. You have to be good at promoting this thing. Most of us know how to do the work. We spend 80% on production. We spend no percent on promotion. And you think you are not selling. Let me tell you, change the narrative. Spend 50-50. Production, promotion. Both of them must take equal stake in your life. And as you are producing, you are promoting. As you are before you finish, don't you see that they promote movie before you watch it? Yes. As they are producing it, they are promoting it. Yes. What do you think they are doing so? A show that they would do in arena, in 1 year time, they are already promoting it to you. Why do you think they are doing that? And you say the program is sold out. Promotion is the key. Communication is power. If you can't communicate, you can't build a business. If you can't communicate, you can't raise money. Yes. Let me tell you, if you can't communicate, you can't raise money. Make noise. Noise making is an high income skill. Do you hear me now? Noise making is an high income skill. If you want to make money, big money, you have to make noise. If you don't promote, your business will die. If you don't promote, your idea will perish. If you don't promote, your innovation is going to go into oblivion. The last value creation on that point is this: imagination. Imagination. Imagination is fundamental.